came up a point short against the powerhouse program at Neville, 28-27. They're coached by Tony Hall, who's done a remarkable job in rebuilding a once proud football institution into a proud football institution. Tony, I would put you on the spot right now and ask you to come up and just say a brief word or two on behalf of your program and what you accomplished this year. Tony Hall.
Thank you, Kenny, Ed, Lawrence Quarterback Club. Thank you guys for coming out. The first person, well, first I want to thank my staff. Those guys, without those guys, they, we wouldn't be where we are today. My coaching staff has done a lot. Corey Spann, Jerry Phillips, Jeremy Little, Colonel Roussel, Josh Wagner, Wallace Foster, Dallas Dobard. Those guys did a great job this year. Second, I want to thank is my principal, Mrs. Medley. I really got to give you a hand. Thank you, ma'am. We took a shot at on a young corporate engineer to come coach football when nobody else wanted to give him a shot. And I definitely thank you for that. When she hired me, she was like, I want you to remember one thing. You're my football coach and my football coach only. And yes, ma'am, I am, and I'm still your football coach. That is the players, those guys, they worked hard. They did a great job. They do everything we asked them to do. And, to Deshaun, I'm not blessed to have a son. I got 3 beautiful daughters, and, Lefty's been like a son to me. And, he's as close to perfect of an individual as you can be. He's the most unselfish teenager I've ever met in my life. Anything you ask him to do, he does it. Yes, sir, no, sir. He never gets any trouble. He always where he needs to be. Son, you're on the way to becoming a great man. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, man.
Last but not least, he's one of the best coaches in Louisiana. He's won 2 state championships and reached another championship game this past Saturday night. Came up short against Acadiana, but they were 14-0 in the highest classification among the non-select schools in the system that we have now. And it was disappointing to see it end the way that it did, but it was a remarkable job. He's proven his worth, and his staff does a great job. It's obvious as to why they are as successful as they are. I'd like to call upon Steve Robichaux of Destrehan High School to come up and say a couple of words as well. Steve?
It's a great opportunity to be here today. Obviously, to be here, I want to congratulate you guys, great players, because you guys are what it's all about. Coach is overrated. It's all about the players, and you guys have done a tremendous job. I know you guys are great. You're doing tremendous things for your school, but the young man representing Destrehan High School has probably been one of the best that ever came out of Destrehan High School. When we took this thing over a couple of years ago, that's all we ever want to do is bring Destrehan back to where it needed to be. And our first year back, we were 4-5, and Will Matthews pretty much took this team over. And for 2 years, they were only 27-2 and lost to the state champions twice. That's a pretty good accomplishment. But it's not just with the football field. It's not what he does between the lines. It's in the locker room. It's everything that you think about when you think about the student athlete. So I tell you what, I'm only going to miss him running. It's tough running inside, but just what he meant to Destrehan and Destrehan High School, because he's brought Destrehan football program back, and Will, we thank you for that. Thank you all, appreciate
it. Congratulations, Steve. And before we close things out, I'm going to bring Ricky Jackson back up one more time for a couple of words. Rick?
My message is more to the young guys up here who are going to college. My thing is make sure when you go to college that you hang around with the right people and be leaders there. because, I mean, you can see the stuff that happened at Auburn, you know, when you go out to parties and stuff, man, people be in the towns already. A lot of times they be jealous of the athletes and stuff. So make sure when you go to college, make sure you watch your bike and hang with the right people and be in the right place and do the right thing. Because it's so easy to get caught up into a friend trying to take you here or take you there. And a lot of times you get in the wrong spot. Guys already be trying to take athletes and stuff out because they don't want to see you make it. So a lot of times when you have haters like that, ain't nothing you can do about it. So if you don't get yourself in a bad situation, ain't nothing bad can happen to you. So make sure you always watch your back and look out for one another. Thank y'all.
As we close, we'd like to salute a few other people who have made this possible this year. I'd like to salute Daryl Ashley, who's in the middle of the room doing the photography today. The video will be up at sportsnola.com this afternoon. So if you want to watch this, you can check it out at sportsnola.com. It will be up this afternoon. Daryl's done this all year long and does a great job for us. Also, Jude Young, our webmaster and producer in the back, who's done this for us, throughout us all year long, who does a great job for our website at sportsnola.com as well. We thank Jude. And as was mentioned earlier, we want to salute Stan Kahneman and Kevin Keitel, who helped make this possible with their hard work, volunteering to keep this tradition alive over many, many years, as Stan's dad did for many years previously, and as so many others who have come before us have done. And I started coming to the quarterback club in the late 70s and have enjoyed every moment of it. So when I was called upon to step up and do some of the things here, I said yes without hesitation. So thanks to everyone for making this possible. Also, again, thanks to Vic Hughes, Tim Levy, and the crew here at the Cannery for helping us to be here. I want to salute all the schools. Those that aren't represented here today, we had another school in a state championship game in John Curtis. They didn't have a player of the week this year, but we salute their outstanding program and their gracious coach, JT Curtis, as well, for another outstanding season. And salute all the young men that are here and the schools that you represent. You still have some time remaining, seniors, to make something happen important in your lives at that school, getting the best education you can to prepare you for life. Sophomores, juniors, you still got a chance to make a difference in both capacities, in the classroom and on the field. So seize the day, understand the task at hand, and do the best job you possibly can. You won't regret it in the future, I can assure you. Once again, thanks to all the parents, to the administrators who helped make this possible. Again, these are all great schools and terrific young men. One more round of applause for each and every one of you. And again, thanks to Ricky for being here, to Craig for being here, also to Jim and Chad for their support. Ed, who's done a remarkable job in championing high school athletics for so many years and pioneered what transpires now, and so many other people are jumping on board and covering prep sports now. Wasn't always that chic, I can tell you, and the fact that we've been involved in doing this for almost 4 decades is one of the greatest joys we've derived in our lives, and will continue to be, God willing, for many years to come. With that, Merry Christmas to you one and all, Happy New Year, and may God truly bless you. Thanks for being here.